Have you ever wondered how to grow your own squash at home? Well, today is your lucky day because we're about to break down the process into simple, easy-to-follow steps. This way you can have your very own fresh and homegrown squash right from your backyard. First things first, it's all about the timing. Squash plants love warm weather, so the ideal time to plant squash seeds is when the soil temperature is at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's usually a couple of weeks after the last spring frost. Next, you'll need to prepare the perfect spot for your squash. These plants love sunlight and well-drained soil, so find a sunny spot in your garden and enrich the soil with plenty of organic matter. This could be compost, decayed leaves, or well-rotted manure. Getting the seeds into the ground is the next step. Dig a hole about an inch deep and place a couple of seeds in it. Cover the seeds with soil and water them well. Remember to space the holes about 3 to 4 feet apart, as squash plants need room to grow and spread. Watering is crucial for the survival of your squash. These plants need about an inch of water per week. If it's been a dry week, you'll need to water your plants. But remember, it's better to water deeply and less frequently than to give your plants a little sprinkle every day. Once the plants start to grow, it's time to thin them out. When the seedlings have a couple of true leaves, thin them to 1 or 2 plants per hill. This gives the remaining plants more room to grow. As your squash plants grow, they might attract some pests. The most common are squash bugs and squash vine borers. If you notice any, remove them by hand and consider using an organic pesticide. Harvesting your squash is the final and most rewarding step. When the squash is fully grown and the skin is hard, it's time to harvest. Cut the squash from the vine, leaving about an inch of stem, and there you have it. You've grown your own squash at home. To summarize, it's all about timing, choosing the right location, preparing the soil, planting the seeds, watering, thinning, pest control, and finally harvesting. Remember, gardening is a journey. Some plants may not make it, but don't get discouraged. Keep planting, watering, and caring for your garden. With a little patience and dedication, you'll be enjoying homegrown squash in no time. Growing your own squash at home can be simple and rewarding, so why not give it a try? With these easy-to-follow steps, you can turn your garden into a squash-growing haven. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and happy gardening.